question.
Can I get to the yams? Sweet
Yams. How? Bills to pay. Can I get to the yams? Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with a new video to bless y'all with R&B the right way, the authentic way. As you can see, I came in with Devin Morrison and Masego with Yams, the original version. You know what I mean? But I'm about to go on this quick rant right quick, y'all, before we get into what this video is about, as y'all can see. But what I'm not liking this whole Yams thing that's going on, that I'm seeing on social media, that I'm not really liking. Now, Fetty Wap did his own version to this. And Snoop Dogg on his Instagram was like, yo, Fetty Wap, you got the song of the year, and blase, blase, blase. So a lot of people was under the comments like, yo, Devin Morrison and Masego actually did it first. Snoop never said anything. He just let this all ride and all this. So then now, you know, you got people in the comments that's looking like Devin Morrison, who is this? And then like discrediting him. And then going and listening to the song because they already think that, oh, Fetty Wap done did a great job to it. They going to him and Masego's version and finding every fault with it. And it's just not cool. And you seeing people are saying that Devin Morrison and Masego is not R&B and blase, blase, blase. And I'm like, yo, who are these people? Like what you call it said, like Tommy Davidson said, who are these niggas? Like, who are they? Because to me, like, you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? You're judging Devin Morrison over this one song, and you judging Masego. People actually giving Masego a little bit more love, but this is actually Devin Morrison, and he produced the record. Masego did his little thing, but if you know Devin Morrison, this sounds like him. This sounds like his record. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not discrediting Masego, but what I'm not liking is they disrespecting Devin Morrison, acting like he don't make R&B music, and that's not the case. So stop judging off of something that somebody else told you, and then some people are letting you know it's an original version, y'all. Y'all should go check it out, and y'all trying to disrespect it. And my problem is, Snoop, you always be up in the comments. You do. You and Monica are the king and queen of Instagram. Like, y'all post like crazy. You know what I mean? And I know you saw that. And I know as an artist, you went to go listen to that. Why couldn't you make another post and say, y'all also need to check out the original version with Devin Morrison and Masego? You know what I'm saying? And so then people can be like, yo, okay, so Snoop is rocking with it too. You know what I'm saying? But instead, you just letting it all ride that, you know, what you call it is make Fetty Wap, which he really didn't change anything, and making it like he's the song of the year. Like, but Snoop, let me ask you a question. If somebody would come back and did your song, like let's say somebody did Doggy Dog World, and they did it with another group, and everybody be like, oh, yo, you got the song of the year. And you didn't get credited, and you started getting disrespected for your version, how would you feel? It wouldn't feel too right, will it? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like that, and then it turned to Tank once again doing this challenge that, look, Tevin Campbell was sick of the Can We Talk challenge. He said he was over it. He was over it, and I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. It's his song. Like, he done heard it. He done heard the song. He done played it. Like, it's his song. So he's going to get sick of hearing everybody tagging him in it and all this kind of stuff. But my problem with Tank is there's so many other R&B dudes out there that you can call out. You call out the same ones all the time. You want to be the general? Well, let's act like the general, buddy. There's plenty R&B dudes that's out here that you can call on. You can even start calling on females to sing the song just as well. You keep calling Avery Wilson. We know Avery can blow. A lot of people know that. You ain't called Duran. You called Avery and freaking Jamie Foxx. Why don't you start calling Kevin Ross, Jay Ronell, Sergio, you know, V. Cartier. Who else? It's so many artists. It's so many. Then you could call like the Joyce Rice. You could call, you know, the Ari Lennox. You could call the Summer Walkers. You could call, you know, all these other artists you could call, but you're calling the same ones. But I'm saying let's talk about the ones that's really not getting no love so this can help people get eyes on them. You know what I mean? So I'm like, come on, Tate, you gonna call yourself the general R&B money? Come on, buddy. Let's be the general and start looking at these indie artists for real, and stop calling on the same ones. That's all I'm saying. Not discrediting Avery because you can sing down, but come on, you got other people that can sing out here too. That's all I'm saying. But y'all, just had to get my rant in right now. But as y'all can see, we're here for Current R&B Bangers. Now, again, if you're new to Junior's World of Soul, Current R&B Bangers is all about showing mainstream that R&B ain't going nowhere. We will never go nowhere, even if mainstream ain't promoting it. But I felt like I created this platform because I got tired of being on social media, just talking it and not trying to do nothing to better it. You know, because you got a lot of people doing that. Hey, grandma. Hey, girl. I'm on one today. Y'all might get a lot of that today. But, yeah, so I was like, let me create a platform. And since 2016, I've created this platform where I'm talking about 3 to 6 joints every week just to show you, like, we got our classic artists that's bringing out new music. You got indie artists. You got, you know, just all around music. And it sucks that mainstream is not pushing it, but we got the internet where it sucks that we got to search for it. But hey, if we search for it, yo, tell people, share it, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep it for yourself. Other people want to know too. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to create that platform, and that's what I did. You know what I mean? So I don't want to keep y'all too long. I done went on like a 3.5 minute rant on something, but I'm going to go on another one at the end of the show. You know what I mean? Because I got to speak my piece about this Soul Train Awards. But that's neither here nor there. But y'all, I got 3 joints for y'all today. Let's get into this. I'm ready to get going. And we going to start it off with a little something like this. Here we go. I'll take you there. I'll take you there. Just say the word. Baby, I swear. I'll take you there. I'll take you there. Woo! My favorite right now, I'm talking about V Cartier. Like, I'm just a fan. As you can see, the last 3 videos I talked about this dude. You know, he's representing Cali. He's a songwriter, a producer, a saxophonist. Like, this dude is an all-around artist. And what I really like about him is that he's blending R&B, house, pop all into one and creating his own sound, and I think it's so dope. And I gotta shout out my boy Timon from We Sound Crazy podcast. Like, yo, he put me onto this dude, and I've been on him. When I heard the joint Come Down, I was like, yo, who is this cat? And I went and searched and was like, yo, I'm loving his sound, and I've just been a fan ever since, you know what I mean? But I like to give credit where credit is due, because when somebody put me on, I'm going to let them know that, yeah, you put me on, and I'm going to let people know that this person put me on, because a lot of people don't do that, especially in this blogging world. Hey, grandma, hey, girl. But anyway, yeah, so his new EP is out. It's entitled Frequency. Y'all, I have been playing this joint since November 4th, and I've been playing it every day. Like, yo, the joint is so dope. I talked about Take You There, which you hear in the background. I talked about Come Down, and I talked about Never Wish I Fucking Met You. But he got it in the abbreviations, but I just had to say it. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But, yo, this is such a dope EP. Like I said, he has his own sound. It doesn't sound like anybody. And it's just so dope, yo. So I was listening to it, you know, like I said, every day. And it was one of these songs. I was like, why haven't I talked about this? Because I think if anybody like the new school would get with this EP, this will probably be the first song that they kind of really get to, because it's such a new school trappish vibe, but it still has V Cartier. That you're a fan of his sound, you're still gonna enjoy it, and I like it. And the joint is called Oh Boy, and it's just a banger, yo, and it just got that bounce to it. But if you're a fan of V Cartier, you still like the sound because it sounds like him. So here's the first joint of R&B Bangers. It's coming from V Cartier, and here is Oh Boy. I love when I do that. Oh man, where the thing at? Sorry, y'all. Okay.
And now I'm thinking, oh boy. 'Cause I'm down for whatever.
Oh boy, hey.
As long as I'm with you, now it's good.
Oh boy, hey.
Oh boy.
Dun 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 dun. Oh boy, that that joint. You see what I'm saying? It got a little trap, little vibe to it, but it still got the sound that we love from V Cartier. You know what I'm saying? This joint is dope, y'all. I really want y'all to check him out. He's a dope artist. Like, I'm gonna put all his information in the more info box, definitely with his social media and stuff, because he shows you how he makes these songs and all that. Like, he's just a dope artist, and I'm such a fan of him. So I want y'all to definitely check him out. But the first joint of R&B Bangers coming from V Cartier, and that is oh boy. Alrighty. Woo, we taking it back here. Okay, come on.
I'll be the hero anyway, even though you changed my mind. Cause I needed you yesterday, but I gave you up on mine.
Free. Oh, too early. Free. Standing up for no one. But my love is free. Ooh, I came in wrong on that note, but it's so good. But y'all, that is Sault. Who, listen, like, yo, I've been, since my brother Sim put me on to them in 2020, I've been on them because they are like a band that I feel like we missing. Me and my brother was talking about this one day, and we was just like, yo, like, we don't have no bands no more. Like, no, like, real bands. You know what I'm saying? It was like the last real bands that was getting, like, love like that was like Mid Condition and Tony. And then after that, it was like, there was no bands. You know what I mean? And that's why he also put me on the internet. You know, him and my sister Elise, they put me on the internet, and, you know, they're a band. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like they got that new school flavor, which I think is dope. But we need more bands because we need more instrumentation in music, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, when you have instrumentation in your music, it makes such a difference. I'm just telling you. And Sault is doing that right now. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know who's in the band. We don't know nothing. They haven't given us no interviews, no videos, no nothing. You know what I mean? Maybe that's where Beyonce got her inspiration from not giving us videos yet. Hey, grandma. Hey, girl. I told y'all was going to get a lot of this. I'm just saying. But, yeah, so we don't know, but we do know it's Inflow, it's Cleo Soul, and it's Kid's sister. We know those are the three that's in it, but you just don't look. They just all about the music, and I definitely respect them for that, yo. But they got so much music. They released 5, 7, Black, Black is Rise, 9, and then they recently released 5 albums in one day. Like, I don't know whoever did that. You know what I'm saying? But 5 in one day. They just like on this musical high to release all his music. The one I'm living with is 11, which is a song I'm gonna talk about that. But they also got Earth, Today, Tomorrow, God, and Air, all released on the same day. And it's not the same, it's different, you know what I mean? And definitely check it out. But one thing about me, if I'm gonna get an album, I'm gonna live with that album. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get on this camera and be like, oh, this album is a classic, I have to listen to it for one time. Because you know you got bloggers out here to do it. Hey, grandma. Hey, girl. Like, I'm really on one today. I'm really on one. I'm sorry. I just got to say it. But I'm on 11 right now, and I'm living with it with joints like Glory, Morning Sun, Circles, what else? In the Air, Together. Like, these songs are bangers, and I'm just living with it. I think it's so dope. But there was one song on this album that I couldn't stop playing. And I knew when I couldn't stop playing, I was like, yo, this is going to be a joint on current R&B Bangers. I got to talk about it. This joint is entitled Higher, and it's very churchy. It gives you the church feeling, you know what I mean? And I'm really enjoying it, y'all. And it definitely, we need a lot of inspiration right now, especially what's going on in the world we in the entertainment world, the world globally, all that. We need some type of inspiration. This one, you could definitely feel it. And let me tell you something. I think it's Cleo, so I think it's her singing down, and she's singing down on this record. So here's the second joint of R&B Bangers. This is coming from Sault, and this joint is entitled Higher. Here we go. I'm going to give y'all a good sample of this. I'm telling y'all, because that girl is singing.
Higher, you take me higher. Higher,
come on, man. Like, you gotta, I know I got a red cup, but listen, God turned water to wine. He kept the party going. That's all. But for real, like this song, like, come on, you can tell she's talking to a higher power for her. And clearly the way she's singing, you can feel it. There's some praise and worship right here. You know what I'm saying? And for real. And it, like when she said in the part, I don't know what I would do without you. Who is she talking about? You take me higher. Who else could she be talking about? For real, for real. And this is the type of music that we really need. We need some inspiration into this mainstream. So the powers that be, can we push more songs like this that can inspire this generation? You know what I mean? Just saying. You know what I mean? Because we need, especially after the death of Takeoff and all that, like, we need inspiring music. You know what I'm saying? Because it gotta be a shift. We gotta change this, yo. And this joint is a beat. You can still groove to it, but it still has a message. And I feel like that's what we need for real. But this joint is dope. I want you guys to check out Sault 11 and live with it. And then go to the other albums, you know what I'm saying? And then we could talk more, because I'm probably going to talk about more songs, for real. But I definitely love this joint, definitely inspiring. So the second joint of R&B Bangers is coming from Sault, and this is higher. All right. Ooh, okay. This is my girl right here.
Ooh, you're the one. You're the one. You're the one.
Oh, dang. I was just ready to sing that part again. Yo, that is my girl Leela James, who I've been a fan of since 2005, since she came out with her debut, A Change Gonna Come. And then from there, Let's Do It Again, My Soul, Fall For You, Did It For Love, and the latest project that she came out with in 2021, See Me. And you know, I've been a fan of her, but you know, it's hard for, you know, our artists to cross over, especially when they have a different sound, and you got, you know, you don't have the powers that be that want to push you, and that's some real stuff. But I think this girl is very talented, and I've been a fan of her, so I was so happy in 2016 when she released Don't Want You Back. And I remember when I first heard it, and I came on Current R&B Bangers, and I said, yo, she gonna have a #1 hit with this record. And she absolutely did. And I was so happy that she got a #1 with this record. And because it was a dope song. You know what I mean? And then, you know, after the R&B Diva, she got a little bit of spotlight put on her. People started to know who she was. And then the Fall For You joint that came out in 2014 went gold. So I was happy that she was getting that love. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yes, this woman is talented. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we got so many talented artists, but I was just so happy with that. And then when she came out with her See Me album, she got another #1 record with Complicated, which I talked about on this show. And I said, yo, she got a banger with this one. You know what I mean? And what happened? She got another #1 with the record. So, you know, I'm so happy people are, you know, getting more into Leela James, because I'm just a fan of her. You know what I'm saying? I think she's just so dope. You know what I mean? But she got a new joint. She got a new joint out, and it's a club banger, man. It's house. You know what I mean? And she sounds so good on it. You know what I mean? It takes you back to the house, like when house was really commercial. And this is between, let's say, 91 to maybe 93, when you had songs like Finally and Show Me Love, and, you know, all these joints that was getting like crossover success, and it was just good. And then we had a kind of resurgence of it with the EDM vibe in like 2007, 2008. You know what I mean? But then now with Beyonce coming out with Renaissance, it's a whole different music shift. Now everybody, even though people was doing it before her, but again, we need somebody big that you kind of see what's going on and do their own thing to it. And then people will be like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? But this joint with Leela James, yo, she killed it with this record. Reach for it. It's an inspiring record. One thing about house, you're going to be inspired by it, for real. You know what I mean? So this joint is dope, and this joint is the third and the last joint on this episode of Current R&B Bangers, and coming from Leela James, and this is Reach For It. Hopefully y'all ready to groove, y'all, because It is a groove. Here we go.
To take control, just let the music take you high.
Hey!
Up to the ceiling,
Hey!
and touch the sky. You gotta reach for it, I'll reach for it.
Hey!
I'll reach for it.
Ah!
Gotta reach for it.
Hey!
I'll reach for it.
Hey, come and reach for it. Hey, come on, reach for it. Come on, and that reach for your dreams, reach for anything that you want in the world, y'all. That's what I love, messages and music. You can still boogie to it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely house. You definitely gonna groove to it, but it definitely has a message. You know what I mean? And she sounds great on it. You know what I mean? I think it's a dope record. Maybe she got a new album coming out. I don't know. But this single is dope, and I wanted to talk about it. So that is the third and the last joint on current R&B banger that's coming from Leela James, and that is Reach For It. Well, y'all, I gave it y'all bangers, yo, for this week. Y'all got V Cartier with Old Boy. You got Sault with Higher, and you got Leela James with Reach For It. So before I get out of here, I want to get into one quick rant again, and this was about the Soul Train Awards. And one thing that I always stress, and I've been stressing this since I've been on social media since 2009, and what I want people to understand, and just from the R&B culture, we need to respect our own. And I'm talking about this, not this. We need to respect the ones that care about us. You know what I mean? It's getting on my nerves where we just had a Soul Train Award where Morris Day and the time was honored. And they couldn't really go out in the audience because there wasn't nobody that knew it. You know, it was a time when we had our big celebrities coming to the Soul Train Awards. When Janet Jackson, one thing about Janet, and I have to stress this, that woman, after the 87 Grammys, and she didn't win nothing, Janet did not come back to that award show until they honored her brother in 93 when she had to speak for him. But after that, she still wasn't coming to him. But one thing about Janet Jackson, she was at the Soul Train Awards. She came to the NAACP. She will come to the Essence Awards. She will come to all of those because it represented us. And that's what bothers me. We got people winning in big categories. And I'm going to call it Beyonce, yes, you girl. You got Album of the Year. You got all of this. And you could not come to you could not come to the Soul Train Awards. Mary, you couldn't come to the Soul Train Awards. Lizzo, you couldn't come to the Soul Train Awards. Because believe me, when it gets to the Grammys, because the Grammys already done disrespected you, Beyonce. Let's just be real. They ain't let you win Album of the Year yet. At all. And everybody knew at least one of these albums you should have got it. Just saying. And Irreplaceable should have got Record of the Year back in 2010. I don't know how you didn't get it, but that bugs me out too. But what happens? Your awards win Album of the Year at the Soul Train, at the BET and all that. You come out sometime, but right now the way R&B is being disrespected, I think our big celebrities, R&B artists need to come out to the Soul Train Awards just to show, look, we ain't got to worry about the Grammys. Beyonce, you just went to the Oscars and what happened? You thought you was going to win, right? They let you sit there, they use you for ratings and you lost. You lost. But come on to the Soul Train. You know you're going to win. Most of the time you're going to win. So girl, come to the awards that always support you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got all the Grammys in the world, but a lot of them are in our categories. You got one in the pop category. So that's all I'm saying. Support our own. And I just put up something where Heavy D was at the 1990 Soul Train Awards, and he was like, yo, they didn't even give us a nomination or nothing. But he said, you know, I started to feel bad, but he said, until I got up on this stage and held this, I'm all right. Because he said he said American Music Awards, he said Grammys, all right, but I got soul. He got it. He realized where his support really comes from. And that's all I'm saying. Support ours, y'all. Y'all go on to the NAACP. Go to the black music honors. Let's go to the BET Awards. It's ratchet and all as you talk about, but it's us. It's ours. That's all I'm saying. And it's like, yo, y'all not kidding. You see what they just did to Chris? You see what just happened. This boy was supposed to be at the American Music Award honoring Michael for Thriller, and nothing. But was he at the Soul Train Awards? You were nominated and you won, Chris. Just saying. I'm just saying, y'all support our own. It's ours. Support it. The American Music Awards and Grammys, they ain't for us. They never been. And they never will. And they will move on and go on to the next artist. At least us, support us. That's all I'm saying, man. But before I get out of here, y'all know what I like to do. I like to come in with a new joint, a new banger, but I like to exit, with a classic joint because that's how you bridge the current and the classic together, and that's what I try to do here on Current R&B Bangers. But the last thing for church announcements, y'all check out the R&B representatives, y'all. Check out our videos, you know what I'm saying? We took off a week, but we will be back, you know what I'm saying, with the Catch That, y'all. Like, we have done so many dope things. Latest one is with Rashad Ali from R&B Soul Effect TV. We did Tevin Campbell, I'm Ready, was such an amazing Catch That. I'm going to put all the info in the more info box. We got some hoodies and some shirts that y'all can cop. I'm going to put in the more info box. Just go to rnbreps.com. Just support us, y'all. We love doing this, man. We don't do it for clicks and views and to get a blue check by our name just so we can feel like we're in the in crowd. No, we do it because we love R&B music and we want it to be respected, and we also want people to understand the history because this generation clearly is having a disconnect with the R&B history, and y'all see why I said in the beginning of the show how that happens. You know what I mean? But before I go another rant, again, I done kept y'all long enough, but actually, y'all, this week, 55 years ago, this record was number one. It became the biggest song of Motown for that year, and it's from my favorite singer of all time, Miss Gladys Knight and the Pips. And this song, I ain't even gonna say it. I'm just gonna go to it, and y'all better know these lyrics, or we fighting. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. Here we go. Heard it through the grapevine. Much longer would you be? How much longer would you be mine? Oh, I heard it through the grapevine. Now just about to lose my mind. Oh, yes I am. I'm out, y'all. Peace.